The Forestry Commission has warned estate developers to desist from encroaching on the demarcated boundaries of the Sakumono Ramsar Site in Tema.
The site is being taken over by encroachers, and the Commission warns it will protect the area by prosecuting offenders. The Chief Executive of the Forestry Commission, Mr. Kojo Owusu-Efriye, gave the warning when he visited the site to inspect activities there. The Sakumono Ramsar Site, also known as the Sakumono Lagoon, became a wetland of international importance when Ghana signed the International Ramsar Convention in 1987. Government acquired the site and is by convention supposed to protect and conserve the biodiversity within it. But over time, portions of the site has been taken over by encroachers, while effluent inflow from homes and industry continue to pollute the site. The Sakumono Ramsar Site covers a land surface area of 1,340 hectares with a buffer zone of 100 meters. But today, the Ramsar Site has been reduced to less than 500 meters as a result of encroachment, illegal housing projects, irresponsible disposal of refuse, and other human activities are gradually drying up the once vibrant wetlands, which serves as a habitat for migratory birds. As a step to save the site from further destruction, the Chief Executive of the Forestry Commission, Mr. Kojo Owusu-Efriye, visited the area to ascertain the level of destruction. He was accompanied by members of the Forestry Board, officials from the Tema Development Corporation, the Tema West Municipal Chief Executive, and members of the Klagon and Nungwa Traditional Councils to inspect the site. Mr. Kojo Owusu-Efriye described the rates of encroachment as worrying. He hinted that as a body responsible for the management and utilization of forest and wildlife resources, the Commission would move in to pull down illegal structures at the sites, particularly those on the government demarcated areas.
When I saw the encroachment in Klagon, I thought that was even serious, but what I've seen here makes it even worse. Indeed, both the right side and the left side are all part of the Ramsar site, and yet the massive encroachment that we've seen, beggars, disbelief. Those who allege that they bought it from the chiefs should go back and collect their monies, because if they got it for free, fine, then they have nothing to worry their heads about. But whatever it is, we will not let them stand. It will be demolished.
He further warned that unscrupulous persons who have sold portions of the land will be dealt with by the law. The Commercial Development Manager of the Forestry Commission, Reverend David Quelling, disclosed that plans are far advanced for the development of the site into a modern wetland-based eco-tourist site to be known as the Sakumono Ramsar Site Eco Center.
If you go to Amsterdam, Britain, along the water courses, there are what we call hotels or eco-lodges on the waterfront. If you go to Cape Town, the waterfront is one of the most expensive areas where the accommodation is very expensive. That is the kind of innovative development we can put around here to create jobs and develop boardwalks on the marshes so that you can walk on to see the birds and see the natural vegetation, and there will be interpretation of the ecological processes so that people will appreciate what this area is reserved for.
Friends of Ramsar and members of the Nungwa and Klagon traditional councils felt there's a need for discipline and enforcement of the law to conserve the environment, and therefore they would support the Commission to help protect the Ramsar site from further destruction. The Forestry Commission says it will soon employ the security agencies as well as its own rapid response team to ward off encroachers on the sites.